So dear students, now let me discuss about curl of a vector function. Okay, so we have two operation on vector function, and when we talk about the vector operator, del operator, so we have this del operator as del x I cap plus del y j cap plus del z k cap. Okay, plus del z k cap, and we have a vector function a, so it can be written in component form, that is ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. Okay, and we have two operation. One operation is divergence of, that is del dot a, and another we are going to define as the curl a. So curl a is nothing but the cross product of this del with a vector. So what it will look like, you know, from the very basic concept of cross product. So you can write it like this. So del is del x del y, so the coefficient are del x, del y and del z, and the coefficient of a are just x, a, y, a, z. So this is the definition of curl a actually. Now you know how you have to expand this determinant. So this is I cap will be, you have to remove this and this part, so it will be del az del y, so it will be del az del y minus del ay del z, del ay del z. Okay, minus j cap into you have to put del az del x, del az del x, okay, minus del x del z, del x del z, okay, plus k cap into, so you have to remove this, and this is del ay del x, so del ay del x minus del x del y. So this is how you can del x del y. So this is how you have to expand the determinant, and you know, but you don't need to remember this thing. You have to always write in this form, and then you have to expand this determinant from here. So no need to remember this. But the most important thing is, again, what is the geometrical or physical significance here. So the term curl means actually swirl. Okay, so that means something is rotating, there is a rotational sense. Curl means a rotational sense, you can say. Okay, so the word curl means actually some rotational sense, and that is nothing but swirl. Okay, this kinds of situation. So the field is rotating about some point. Okay, so suppose let me give you a field lines, like I can give you a field lines about some particular point. Suppose the field lines are something like this. So if there is something rotating about a particular point, then you can say that the vector a has a rotational sense, and that means there is a curl, and this curl a will not be equal to 0. Okay, so it will imply some rotational sense. So you can again take the example of liquid, and if the liquid is rotating, if you have a pot or a bucket like this, and if the liquid is rotating about some point, okay, if the liquid is rotating about some point, then you can say there is a rotational sense of the liquid, and in that case you can here say that there is the no source or sink. Okay, as for this kinds of vector, here you can say there is no source. So here curl of a not equal to 0, but obviously divergence a will be 0, because from this pictorial view you can say that here is no source or sink like this, so divergence a will be 0, and the field will be solenoidal, you can say. Similarly here also you have seen that the curl of the velocity vector v will not be 0, because there is a rotational sense. So obviously the divergence of v will be 0. So this is actually the geometric physical significance, or you can give it a you can see it as a physical significance or geometrical significance. When you give the pictorial view in xy plane or in space, then obviously this is the geometrical significance also. So the divergence v is equal to 0 when there is curl is non-zero, because here is no source. So this is, you can see about the velocity vector of the liquid again, and obviously you have this kinds of physical quantity in velocity is also a physical quantity, but in electricity and magnetism, as we have discussed earlier, electric field, so now we have to discuss about magnetic field also. And you know the divergence of magnetic field is always 0 because B is solenoidal, there is no source or sink, but the field lines are closed. You know the magnetic field lines are closed. Okay, so if you have a current carrying conductor, you know, if you have a current carrying conductor, then the magnetic field lines are like this. These are concentric circle. Magnetic field lines will be like this. These are concentric circle. So obviously curl B is not equal to 0, and you know from the Ampere's law that curl B is equal to mu 0 J. So there is a non-zero curl. So obviously the magnetic field B has a rotational sense. But its divergence is always 0. We will discuss in magnetism also. This is the Gauss theorem, that the divergence B will be 0. So the B is solenoidal, but it is what? The curl of B is not equal to 0. But for electric field, curl of E will be 0. We will see. For electric field, curl of E will be 0. So it's irrotational field. So when curl of any vector field is 0, then we can say this vector field A as irrotational. This is the irrotational vector. But if it's non-zero, then it's rotational. Then it has some rotational sense. Obviously. So be careful about this condition. So let me list this condition. Give you the list of this condition. This will be very important for you for exam purpose. That if you have a vector function A, so you have some condition that you can have divergence A is equal to 0, or you have curl of A is equal to 0. So if divergence A is equal to 0, then it is called solenoidal field. So you have to remember this term, okay? And if curl of A is equal to 0, then it has irrotational sense. And two more important thing is that if divergence A is greater than 0, then here the source of field, and obviously if divergence A less than 0, it means sink of field. So you have to remember this term also, okay? These four conditions around about divergence and curl. Okay, so now let me again solve an example based on curl. So it's just a operational point of view. You have to practice more and more problem, but let me give you one problem to understand. So here again we have taken a problem that A vector is equal to what you have A vector is equal to x square z square, same vector I think, x square z square. A vector is equal to x square z square minus 2 I cap minus 2 y square z square z cap, okay, plus x y square z k cap, and you have to find out again the curl of A. At the point 1, minus 1, 1. So what you have to do? So you have to just write curl of A, that is I cap, j cap, k cap, and if you put, that is x square z square, and here is minus 2y square z, and here is, sorry, first you have to put del x, del y, del z, because the del is earlier, okay? So you have to put here del x, del y, and del z, and then it will be x square z square, then minus 2y square z, then xy square. So it will be I cap. Now you have to write this will be remove, and del y xy square. So this will be the first operation, that is del y xy square means 2xy. So it will be 2xy minus what you have del z of this, that will be minus 2y square, but it will be plus due to this minus, okay, minus j cap. Now you have to remove this and this part. So now it is del x of this is 0, and del y of this is also 0, okay, plus k cap, plus k cap into this, and this will be removed. So del x this will 0, and del y of this will also be 0. So you only have 2xy plus 2y square I cap. Now if you put the value here, I think there is a mistake. X square z square minus 2y square z, 2y square z, there was z square. So let me take it as z square. And another thing is x y square z. Okay, sorry, there was z also. Okay, so let me take this. Okay, no issue. So you have to just this will not be 0 if there is something say del y of x y square and something. So let me check again. Okay, so I cap is nothing but this, and this will be cancel out. So del y of x y square is 2xy, and del z of this is 2y square. So it is okay. Now minus j cap into this, and this will be removed. So it will be del x of xy square minus j na. So when this and this will be removed, so it will be del x of xy square. So it will be obviously y square. So it will be y square. Okay, y square minus del z of this. So it will be 2x square z, 2x square z, and that will be 0. Del z, so it will be del x and del y. Okay, so please correct this. Okay, so I have taken this as a vector function, no issue. So minus we will have y square minus 2x square z into jk. So please check the calculation, and calculation is no matter, you can do it, but you have to just understand the process. So now x y, so please put the value of x and y. So 2 into 1 into minus 1 plus 2 into y square, that means 2, because minus 1 whole square is 2, and this is I cap minus y square means 1 minus 2x square z means 2 into 1 into 1 into j cap. So it will be this 2 minus 2, so it's 2 into x into 1, and y will be minus 1, so this will be 0, and this will be minus minus plus j cap. So it will be just j cap. Okay, so I have actually changed this according to the problem, but here the problem is different. Here the problem was x square z square and 2y square z square and xy square z. Okay, so according to this vector, so this will be the result. Okay, so if there is mistake, please check. Okay, so thank you.